so overstimulated. I still kind of am. I'm like coming down off being overstimulated. I'm just stimulated. Okay, so it's Friday. Happy Friday. We have Airbnb people coming today. Okay? Today. That's my boss. I was complaining to her about what I'm about to complain to you about. Anyways, we have Airbnb people coming today. We realized last week that our AC wasn't working. Like, it just wasn't getting cold. So on Tuesday, we had this company come out. If you're in Louisville, Holder, I think it's Holder Heating and Air or Holder AC, I don't know. They're great. They are a local business. They actually installed the AC in the duplex when we had to buy a new AC for the duplex last year. But we had them come out, and the guy, Mr. Holder himself, was here. He was like, yeah, you need Freon. We were like, okay, that's fine. You can fill it up, whatever. And we knew there was a leak. Okay, before anybody comments that, we knew there was a leak. We just didn't know how big it was, because we have Airbnb people through May, and then I blocked off the summer. So June and July are blocked, so we can have some peace leading up to the wedding. So anyways, we were like, if we can just make it through May, then we will get a new AC in the fall, whatever. So he fills up the Freon Tuesday morning, which was a quick $600. And then Tuesday night, it was 76 degrees in this house. And we were like, well, that's not right. The kicker is we have Airbnb people today. So Holder came out back on Wednesday because we were like, hey, it's still really hot. Can you come check? Well, yes, we have a leak, but our condenser pane is broken. And it, like, he was so shocked because he was like, it was working the previous day when they were here, and so it just broke when they left. So anyways, it would have been like, I don't know, a couple $100 to replace the condenser fan. But then we were like, this is stupid. Like, the unit, our AC unit, is from 98. Old gal has been through it. So we were like, look, we Airbnb our house. We have guests on Friday. We have Derby guests next weekend. And I don't want to cancel on them. One, because I think it's rude. I think that's the biggest one. It's rude. And I don't want to do that, especially on such short notice. It would have been like Wednesday. And I'd be like, sorry. And they're coming today, Friday. Well, the selfish side, if you cancel on your Airbnb guests, you get penalized as a host. And I would like to avoid that as well. So we were like, we have guests coming on Friday. What are your thoughts? I was like, I can offer them like a free night. I can offer them, like, me and Brad are like trying to think of ways not to cancel, refund them, whatever. And Mr. Holder was like, we can install it Friday morning. We were like, how long does it take to install? And he was like, maybe 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. So if we start at 8 a.m., we should be done by check-in. Check-in is 3 p.m. So, okay. So we cleaned almost the whole house yesterday. I didn't clean the kitchen because they're putting the new unit outside, but then they have to do stuff inside, and they'll go through the kitchen. So there's no reason to clean the kitchen if they're just gonna walk through. So anyways, either way, we spent the night at my parents' house last night to just like get out of the house. And because I had already like flipped the bedroom and stuff. And so we came back here at like 7:30 this morning. So they could be here at 8, and it's 9. So they're working on it, and hopefully they're done by 3. This is a very big first world problem, but I feel like I can complain to you guys. So my merch launched this week, on Tuesday. It did great. Like, I had a goal, which I'm not gonna share that, but I had a dollar goal in my head, and I was like, okay, I really want to hit this goal. Surpassed it. And I cried because that's crazy. That's just, I love getting to do what I do. It's not even like the monetary side. It is very much like people messaging me and being like, I love your app so much, like it's helped me lose 10 pounds. Or I think about you when I don't want to go to the gym and I go anyway, and I always feel better, and like, I love it so much. Everything I made from that merch launch, most of it is gonna go towards this AC. So on the bright side, we don't have to dip into savings. But on the negative, I don't get to put as much into savings as we wanted from this launch. because we want to buy a new house. We want to open a gym. And so I'm like hoarding money like it's my job. Kind of is. And because I have these dreams and I want them to happen. So that's my complaint for the day. I'll probably complain more. Anyways, welcome back to another vlog. We got out of the house quite literally at like 2:17 and check-in was at 3. So the AC, it's working. The house was 70 degrees. It hasn't been 70 degrees in months, really. Well, I guess in the winter for the heat, but in weeks since we turned it on, it hasn't been that cold. So the people are done. It's all good. I'm assuming the people have checked in. I don't know. But either way, it's all good. We had to leave the house, finish out the work day, and now we're at the gym. Friday night gym date, and then we're just at my parents all weekend.
The grass is long right now. We could probably use the goats. Is that funny or not? Is that not fun?
That's pretty funny. So I made a really nice TikTok about Brad today. He didn't know I did this. He didn't know I was going to do this. It's not family friendly, Bradley. But he was... he said something really sassy and I was like, I'll delete that nice TikTok I made about you. He was like, wait, I haven't seen it. So he's watching it and he's crying. Because I am so nice. And also, we love a man in touch with his emotions. And I just looked at him and I said, if we have a daughter, you're toast. Absolutely toast. I will have to be the disciplinarian. We came to my parents' house and after the gym, they had the babies. We had dinner with the babies and then my parents took them to their house to go to bed. My sister has like a mom's night out or something. So my parents are putting them to bed until my sister gets home. And we're just sitting here. We're figuring out business things because things are starting to get big. I don't know how to say that, but like things are going well and the side hustle be hustling. Like at this point, like Brad has been frustrated at work for the last couple weeks because he has to deal with the tariffs. And I tell him every day, I'm like, and other things. I'm like, you can quit. Like I fully make enough and we have enough in savings that he would be okay. I was like, go work at Costco. Go work at 7 Brew. I don't care. Go work at the gym. I don't care. I make enough that we can figure it out and whatever. But in saying that, like we were talking to my dad kind of just about business stuff. My dad was like, the one thing that I heard is that if you're going to start a business, treat it like it's going to be the biggest thing. Like start it like it's going to blow up so that if it does, when it does, you're like ready to rock. So we were looking at different business credit cards and stuff like that. And so I had to I get to open a new business card, credit card, which I did. And hopefully it also, the one we opened was Chase Inc. It has really good travel points. And so we're hoping, and then the sign-on bonus is like 90,000 miles or points, whatever. So we're just hoping that that'll work for like the honeymoon next year if we ever get to go on one of those and things like that. So we're trying to figure that out. Obviously my merch just launched, and if you guys care about the back end of it, so it costs me money to print those, right? You all do not pay, well, you do pay that cost, but like that's the markup, right? Like the base price is how much it costs to make, and then what my markup is, and then the difference is my profit. So I had a mental lapse and forgot that there's a difference, and my credit card is hooked up to all this stuff, and I was like, why is my credit card so high? It's because I'm paying for these to be made and whatever. So we had a momentary freak out, but then we were just doing business stuff because we got to get this in line if we're gonna keep doing these things. And I'm gonna tell you all something that I'm not gonna put on TikTok or Instagram is, so I launched these now. There will be another launch in the fall. They'll be different, but there's another one. So we need to make sure that we're learning a lot from this. I am very much a make it exist and then make it perfect. And Brad is not. So like when I first launched this, for the first like 6 hours, you could only pay with PayPal. I did not know that until somebody told me. So then I was like, oh my gosh, let me fix that. So then you could use your credit card or your debit card. Then for some reason it wouldn't ship to Canada, so then I had to go in and change it, ship it to Canada. Like, these are not things that I checked. Maybe I shouldn't be admitting that, but I was just like, yeah, let's do it, let's launch it. And now we're figuring things out now, but that just means the next one will just go so much better and we'll be prepared. So we're gonna sit here. Brad made me a little garden mocktail, which is just, nowadays I buy the bottle and I buy it from the internet. People keep asking me, they don't sell it in Kentucky, so I just buy it online. You have to like upload your ID, I guess, to prove you're 21, even though it's not alcohol. And I just buy the bottle straight from their website. I recently bought the 6-pack of cans, which I actually really liked. I liked having just the single serving can. That was nice, but for 6 cans it was kind of expensive. I don't remember, but I remember thinking this is expensive for 6 cans. So anyway, so then I just have like a giant bottle. So it's just, nowadays an ounce and a half is 10 milligrams. And then my parents have those like sugar-free, they're called ices, but they're just like sugar-free carbonated flavored drink. They're not flavored water, but anyways, it's the black cherry one. So that's it. So we're doing that. Brad made himself a bourbon, and then we're gonna watch Severance. We're in the 2nd season, and honestly, what a time to garden before watching Severance, because we can't decide if we like it. We keep watching it because we have questions, but we still don't actually know if we like it. So that's our wild Friday night. Good morning! Brad and I had separate breakfast dates this morning. He went to get coffee with one of his friends at like 7:30, and then I got breakfast with, technically it's my book club, but we do not read books together anymore. We did, but that was like almost 3 years ago. I mean, we had like a book every quarter, maybe. We met like every Wednesday night. We went over that, and then people started having kids, things started happening, so then it was every other week. Then we started meeting once a month, and then we stopped reading books, and now we just try to get dinner or breakfast together when we can. So we had a breakfast date, and it was so great. I love all of them so much. And I just got back to my parents. Both my parents are doing things. They're not here. They're out doing whatever they do. I'm waiting on Brad to get back here. After his coffee date, he had landlord duties, went over to the duplex to check on some things for people. And once he gets back, we're gonna take Nolly on a walk and have like a chill little Saturday until 2 of my best friends are coming over tonight with their husbands, and one of my best friends has a little boy, and so he's coming too. I love him so much. The girls will be helping put flowers together. Do you remember last weekend, I got a bunch of fake flowers. They are just way more creative than me. They just like see vision. They can put things together. Like I have the vision, but I don't know how to achieve it. They do. So me and my mom bought like a bunch of fake flowers, and whatever they use, we'll go buy more of and just replicate what they did. Whatever they don't use, we'll return and whatever. So they're coming to help build flowers, but their husbands are also coming because it's everyone we just went to the beach with. And then my dad's gonna like smoke some meat in the green egg, and so we're just gonna have like a night in at my parents', which is so funny because those two girls, we met when we were 11 and 12, and we've been best friends ever since. So they've been to this house hundreds of times, right? Like when we were in middle school and high school, like, hey, you want to come over? Like, this is where they're coming. It's my parents' house. And then one of their husbands, one of my friends, her and her husband are high school sweethearts. And so we've known her husband since we were 15. And they started dating when we were 18. So we've known him, and he's been to this house. My other friend has been with her husband for, well, 8 years maybe. They've been married for almost 3. And 8 years is a long time. So like, we're just like, these are my people, and it's so fun going through different stages of life with them. And I mean, I'm just so grateful because not everyone gets one person, let alone a group of people that can see you through so many different milestones and accomplishments. And like, now they're having babies, and those babies get to come along, and I love it so much. So a pretty calming Saturday. We haven't had that in a really long time. Granted, it's not a Saturday in our house, but calming nonetheless.
I think we're gonna need mustard. What do you think? Okay, put mustard on your list, hon. I think this is the last of it finally.
Okay.
Oh, check.
You probably got half a bottle.
Well, but check in there. Well, I have to make any mustard.
No, you don't need mustard, Mom.
Okay, we have mustard. Never mind. So I had you check there.
How much is this?
Liberal. And then you can probably coat them once, and then I'll flip them. And
then we'll do it again?
Yeah, because we get the bottom. Okay, it's good. Looks like you might have had 2 packs of Costco ribs because they look like Costco ribs. Oh well. Sorry. Okay, it should be good right there.
All right, back to you, sous chef.
The sous chef that was fired momentarily and then brought back.
I think you were just put on a pip. I don't think you were fired.
Oh, fair enough. Pineapple bourbon glaze sauce.
Glaze sauce. Oh my god.
It's a sauce.
Noe. Why are you so tired? Why are you so sleepy?
What are you doing?
We're making flowers for our wedding.
Alright, go have fun.
We sure are.
I love you.
Bye. Bye.
You know what? You will.
Bye. Oh my god. It's really annoying.
Yes, I see that. We got about 20 minutes or so. We're going to take the kids.
Mom, I think we had good picks.
Alright.
I put a bunch of.
Try the
Oh, here.
yellow
Here too.
It's this like clear tape that you put over like.
I love it. Thank you so much. You know what these are for? Coco and Brad's wedding. You know when I told you you guys wear a pink dress? Do you remember that? It'll be that day. Great job.
Should we take a picture of her with all those?
Is it cheese?
Wow.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Yeah.
Okay, you can take one. Courtney said you can take one.
Yeah. Good morning. It's a little after 10. Okay. Our Airbnb people have left, but the people coming for next weekend, Derby, come on Thursday, and so normally we'd be out of the house on Wednesday, so it's almost not worth it to like go to the house and like change it for us to be there for like 40 hours and then change it back. So we're gonna go to the house and just re-Airbnb it. Luckily we have 2 sets of sheets for every bed. We have 2 sets of sheets for every bed, so we're just gonna take the old sheets and do the laundry here so we don't have to stay. And then the house will just be ready and then we don't have to worry about it. Do my parents know that we're staying for 2 weeks? Do they care? No. We got some good progress with the flowers though. All the flowers that me and my mom picked out except like 2 we used. So that made me feel better that we picked out some good ones. So now we just need to go get more. And one of my friends is the planner of the group. And she was like, okay, so what all do you need flowers for? And I was like, I don't know. And I just started naming stuff. And she was like, okay, so we're gonna make a list. And I started stressing her out. So anyways, we know what we need flowers for and where we're putting stuff. 2 things. 1, look at this PR from Sol de Janeiro. Okay. So it's all of their scents, but then it's got this little card and it says, you know, like 2 sprays of this, 1 spray of that. And you can like mix and match and make your own scent. Isn't that so fun? And then somebody made me this cutting board. Isn't this incredible? And it even has like little legs on it. But look how good this is.
I got little legs.
I got little legs. Wait for me. House actually looks pretty good. We just brought that in, but looks pretty good. I actually kind of love when people put all of their things together. I don't mind it at all because then I can just grab it and go downstairs. Good, grand, wonderful. Before I go upstairs, I'm just gonna grab the sheets from down here. Oh, I don't have my keys. I need Bradley's keys. Haha. Smells kind of weird down here. I didn't even sleep in the twin. Fire. So that's done. We'll just need a vacuum. Yeah, and I think the AC worked a little too good because they have 2 comforters on up here. Also, there's a fan up here that I didn't think was ours. 3 blankets, but 2 fans. We stopped by the mall so we could exchange some pants for Brad, but the exchange was happening at Lulu, so obviously I got new shorts. Look how cute these are. And I have a sports bra that will match these perfectly. Can you imagine me tan in these shorts? We were taking family pictures before dinner, and of course my dad was like, we'll just use your camera. Like this, like my YouTube camera. I was like, okay. So my sister, one of my sisters just got here with the new baby, with my new nephew. He is almost 2 weeks old. Oh my God, time flies. I need to do my hair in my parents' bathroom because every time I use my T3 like air wrap, it sets the fire alarms off. Here we go. Good morning. We took family pictures yesterday with this camera and then it died. And we had dinner and just hung out and stuff and then went to bed early because we were tired. But I'm on my morning walk right now. I've been walking Denali in the mornings before work and before breakfast and stuff, but she was limping so bad last night, like probably the worst we've ever seen. She's limped pretty bad before, but like she was like holding her leg up and like not putting weight on it. So I need to call some of the vet hospitals here and see what we can do about her ACL. And so I'm walking by myself. I was like, you need a break. I'm not taking you this morning. Just rest. She was really sad, and I think she's probably mad at me, but oh well, she has no choice. Remember when I was talking about how I forgot about like the margins for the merch for a second? Oh my gosh. And whatever, but we all figured it out. Okay, so now there's an obvious piece. Well, I say obvious. So I pay for the merch, and then there's the markup, and then, right? But either way, my credit card is getting charged every time somebody orders because I have to pay for like the production. I have to pay for the actual wholesale value, okay? Well, some people used, I don't know why, I might put this in, I might not, but I just need to complain. At checkout of the merch, you could use your credit card, or you could use PayPal. Some people use PayPal. I have used PayPal to pay for things online, whatever. I am going into my PayPal. It's a business one because it has to be, right? Because they take fees and all this stuff. The government. But, so I did that, and I got an email today that my PayPal was permanently deactivated because of, it literally says like what I'm doing doesn't comply with PayPal guidelines or something. So I called and I was like, hey, someone gonna tell me what this is about. The first guy I talked to, I was like, my account got deactivated. What is going on? And he literally asked me, he was like, do you know what happened? I was like, nah, bruh, that's why I'm calling you. What do you mean, do I know what happened? And I was like, I'm gonna lose it. So eventually, after talking to 2 different people, I asked for a manager. I was frustrated on his phone, whatever. No one knows what happened. The manager, I was like, I'm looking at your account, and they're like, aren't any disputes? So I don't know. I had to give him the name of my website, what I sell, like all this stuff. And he was like, okay, I'll send it to this other escalation team, and we'll look into it, and blah, blah, blah. And otherwise, if they can overturn the decision and give me my PayPal back, and then I should be able to withdraw the money out of there. If not, and they decide to keep my account like deactivated, they can hold the funds in there for up to 120 days. And this has, at this point, I'm not making a dime off of this because of like the AC and whatever. It is like, this might be costing me money because I have to pay my credit card with that. Like, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I feel like I shouldn't be complaining, but like, I'm just like looking at my credit card bill and I can't get to like most of the money that I need to pay it off. And I mean, I can pull it out of my savings and like I have the cash to pay it off, but like, I don't know. So anyways, PayPal sucks, and I'm headed to the gym to work off some steam because I'm pretty pissed.